Welcome back, everyone. Magical Chronicles here. All right, if you're new, you want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can get up to date with everything that's going on. And also, for those of you who have never been here before, let me give you a little bit of a rundown about what I do. So I do the Venus sign in all of the zodiacs, and that is all about abundance. And the reason why I chose that was because I'm all about bringing you just a bit closer to your abundance. And that can come up in so many different ways, whether it is luxury or travel, or love, romance, relationships, friendships. Could even be looking at your career, your wealth, your finances, money, anything that comes up that's going to just help you to get closer to that abundance. All right, so Venus sign of Aries, I did your pre-meditation, and this is what's coming out for you. You are interested, or you have an idea, it's a business idea or some kind of investment idea. Go for it. That's what's coming out. Do not think twice. Go for it. Something that you know is going to help you make money, it's going to help you in the long run. Run. Go for it. Okay? Do not walk. Go for it. That is what's coming up for you. Now, I did do a pre-shuffle as well, and one of the first cards that came out was what? Go for it. So that's coming up because it's pretty much saying that your prayers and positive expectations have been heard. So I pretty much believe that like the angels and ancestors have been working with you to kind of formulate these ideas in your mind, and you know it's something that's going to help you. So you want to go ahead and stay on this path because this path is the right path for you. Let's see what else we need to learn and understand. All right, so going on this path actually is going to be a bit of a change in direction for you, and I think this is why you weren't really quite sure if this is something that you should do, but really and truly it is. And I think this is going to really benefit you in the long run because this is pretty much like your heart is being opened to experience new things, and you're being guided in that direction for a reason. So you're protected. You don't have to worry. Just follow this path and you're going to see that it is going to really benefit you. So like I said, go for it. And you've got change in direction. So go ahead and make the moves. Now, also when I was doing the pre-shuffling, you definitely got Saint Germain, which is about karma releasing. So you want to start moving beyond any kind of drama and creating your own path, which I do think you're going to be doing right now. Pretty much right now, this business idea or this investment idea that's coming up for you is really going to be like a new path for you. And you're going to start realizing it's making room for new energy. You're going to have a lot of different people coming into your life. And I think this is something that you need right now. So this is the first card out. And then the second card out you got was the Divine Director, which is about intervention and purpose. So you have this divine intervention that's occurring right now. And I believe that this is happening because you are being guided. And like I said, that change in direction is basically saying that you're being guided in this path, in this light. And pretty much this is going to make you happy. So this card is actually just reaffirming that happiness is going to come to you, and it's going to come to you based on the purpose. Like that's your purpose right now. So I also pulled from the abundance deck and I got detox your friendships. So the reason why this is coming up is that you really need to be careful who you are allowing into your life and also who you are telling your business to. So because you're doing this new venture and this new business idea, just be careful who you tell, especially your friends. If you find that anybody's a little bit negative, then you might have to either cut them off or just take a little bit of a step back from them. But definitely just be careful who's around you because, you know, negativity breeds negativity. And I believe that. So this, oh my God, this is another card that came out. Venus and Gemini got this card as well, by the way. So the first card that you got was the Detox Your Friendships. That was the card that came out after the meditation during the shuffle. And then your second card that came out was Pay Yourself First. And the reason why this is coming up is because sometimes a lot of you forget, especially when you're starting your own business or you're working on something new, you tend to just forget about paying yourself and you put all your money into like getting all the particulars, you know, like getting the business off the ground. And you forget that you need to actually just put a little bit of money aside for you. So the reason why this is coming out is because you really do need to pay attention to your financial obligations and just setting aside a little bit of just a portion of your income. I don't know if it will be for a rainy day or maybe it's something that you might need to do something with this in the long run. But definitely just make sure that you're doing this because like I said before, for those of you who've had this card, finances and self-care are both intertwined. A lot of people think they're not, but they are. So you want to make sure that you have some savings just so you can invest for the future. So like I said, pay yourself first. So just be very aware of that for those of you who are starting a new business. All right, because we're focusing on your money, I'm going to continue along that path. What else? Need to learn and understand. All right, you got two cards that want to come out. So you got that you are ready to accept even more abundance in your life. And then you also got that I have permission to say no when it doesn't align with my truth. So just be aware and also remember those, because you want to accept more abundance in your life. So you're pretty much telling the universe that that's what you're ready for. And then also, like I said, you have the permission to say no when it doesn't align with your truth. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can tell people no whenever you want, and you don't owe them an explanation. No is a response and an explanation. Nothing wrong with that. You got to make sure that you keep the peace in your life and just pretty much do what is best for your highest intention. So what else is Venus and Aries need to learn and understand? Yes. So I wanted to pull specifically from this deck because this deck is the angel answers. And a lot of the times when people are looking at starting new businesses or, looking at new business ventures or investment ventures, I do find a lot of the times they're not really quite sure if they should go for it. No, I did pull the first card, which said go for it. The meditation said go for it. And I just wanted to just make sure I get a third thing. Perfect timing. So this is the perfect timing for you to move ahead with what it is that you're looking at. So I also pulled for you I wasn't going to pull for love, but I am going to go ahead and just pull one card and see what's happening for Venus in Aries regarding your love life. All right, so you got one card is about you just kind of getting out there and having a bit of play. Even if you're really not interested right now, it's just a good time for you just to kind of recapture that romance. Even if you're in a relationship, definitely just recapture the romance. And just remember to just have fun with your partner. Really just remember that you have a youthful spirit, and you don't want to forget that, love and money also go hand in hand. So don't forget the energies are pretty much the same. And I know that doesn't make sense to people, but a lot of the times it is the same. So you want to just make sure that you're getting out there and having fun and just, just be you. So you also got from the Divine Essential. Sorry, I forgot to show you that card. So you also got from the Divine Essentials. You got one of the cards that said, this was for those of you who are in relationships. Remember, I was talking about recapturing that romance. So I do feel as though some of you have been going through a bit of some disagreements with your partner, which means that you've been fighting. So you did get the card that says, I don't want to fight anymore. So your partner, I don't know if this is you or your partner. I feel as though this is your partner though. Feels as though that y'all are fighting too much, and this is something that y'all need to talk about and reconcile. And also you got, your partner feels that you are the most beautiful person I've ever met. Now, this may also not necessarily be those who are in partnerships. This could also be for those of you who are single. There may be somebody out there who's looking at you and thinking, wow, you just blow me away. Like, you are breathtaking. So just in case you need a little bit of a reminder that you are extremely beautiful. And mind you, this could be for men or women. They may not be looking at you and thinking that you're beautiful, but they may be looking at you and thinking, God, you're gorgeous. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I also did the pre-shuffle, which I got two cards. So you got the Nine of Swords, and the Nine of Swords is definitely some of you who have been through like some shit lot in your past, and you're still kind of thinking about that. And I just really want you to remember that do not focus on the bad stuff. Don't focus on the negativity. Don't focus on the things that did not work out for you in the past, because if you do that, then it's just going to be a snowball effect, and you're just going to continue to pull in that negativity into your life. So you got the Nine of Swords, which is reminding you that pretty much, we all go through hardships, right? But you got to remember that pretty much the next day, the sun will rise. Winter always turns into spring. So those are things that you need to remember. So this is the Nine of Swords. But I do feel like some of you are a little bit fearful about moving forward with this business venture because you've had like shit luck in the past. So this is reminding you that things will turn around. And of course, you got the Fool card, which tells me that things are going to turn around, because this is a really good card. This is a great card, especially when it comes to business, because this is pretty much saying that you're going to be changing the energy around you, and you're pretty much taking a leap of faith. Like, these are new beginnings, and this is you moving forward. And there may be some travel involved, not too much. Majority of you will be working either online or within your home city. But I do feel as though one or two of you may be doing a little bit of traveling. But the honest truth is, this is you moving forward and moving ahead and changing the energy that is around you. Like I said, this, you got the green light to go for this business venture, to move ahead, to making sure that you're paying yourself first. You got the perfect timing card. The premeditation even said, like, you know, you got this business venture that you need to be looking at. And it's pretty much you really focusing on that right now. Now, you definitely are going to be going through some, well, you got the Two of Pentacles here, so you're definitely going to be going in with some negotiations. You're going to have a lot of options coming to you. Just make sure that you're reading those contracts properly and making sure that everything is correct. Maybe you may have to get a lawyer to look at the paperwork. But like I said, just make sure that everything is signed, sealed, and delivered. But the negotiations, I do feel, are going to be in your favor. So that's not something you need to worry about. Let's get one more card for you. What else does Venus and Aries need to learn and understand? All right, you got the Seven of Swords. So like I said, just be aware of the contract, because there may be something underlying in the contract that might try to fool you. Because I got here, like, you know, hidden dishonor, or like some lies, or somebody might just, like, you know, try to pull a fast one on you. So just be aware of that. This might also be some of you really kind of like running away from your destiny, like not being ready to move forward with this. But I do feel as though you are ready. So if you're having some fears, just be aware that things are going to work out for your favor. But like I said, some of you, just make sure that you read that contract. And also, you got the Four of Pentacles here, which is, I need to clarify that one. I'm not really getting much of a reading on it. Just be careful how you try to control the situation. Be careful how you try to hold on to things as well, because I feel as though you may try to, like, you may try to push for everything to be in your favor. And obviously you want everything to be in your favor, but there may have to be some compromises that you'll have to do. So just be aware of not trying to hold on too much to things that don't serve you. But then, of course, you got the Ace of Cups to bring it on home, which is basically saying that the Ace of Cups are always victory cards, but also a lot of truth. So you're gonna have to see things from a different angle, but you're also gonna have to take a realization as to, like, you're gonna learn more about you through doing this new business. Love yourself first. Really pay attention to how you're speaking to people, and just be more aware of what's going on around you, pretty much. But the Ace of Cups is usually a victory card anyway, so I'm not worried about how things are going to work out for you. I do believe that it's going to be, things are going to work in your favor. Like, I do feel as though you're going to end up working with someone, like it's going to be a great union, not necessarily in as a romance, but more so in business, right? Get Infinite to pull one more card for you. All right, what else does Venus and Aries need to learn and understand? All right, so you've got 10 of Swords. So you definitely may have a bit of a setback here, but I do feel as though you're dealing with, I don't want to say there was like a difficult situation, but I do feel as though there was a career or job that you're in, or this is maybe the current job that you're in. You're going to be moving on from that, because this business idea that you have is going to work out in your favor. So things are going to turn around for you. Like I said, with the Fool card is basically saying this is the time to move forward. Yeah, you're going to be moving on from some difficult situations, and you're going to just realize that it was time. So like I said, you got the Two of Pentacles, where it's telling me you can have some options, opening up a lot of negotiations. You're gonna have the Seven of Swords, where you may have some things that are hidden from you. Maybe somebody trying to like pull a fast one. So like I said, just make sure you're checking the contracts. Four of Pentacles, try not to hold on too much to everything, and try not to make try not to be too perfect. Like not everything is going to go in your favor, but also just make sure that you are checking that contract, like I said, and making sure that everything is like smooth out for you to move ahead. And like I said, the Ace of Cups here is pretty much reminding you that, you know, you're going to learn a lot on this journey, and you're going to learn more about yourself with this new business venture that you're going into. And then of course bringing it home with the Ten of Swords, which is telling me that, you know, you've been through a lot and you're kind of ending difficult situations and moving on from things that happened in the past. And it's pretty much saying that like the career that you're in right now, I don't want to say it's crashing and it's burning, but it's definitely one that you really are not interested in, and you're moving on, you're moving ahead. So all right, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Let me know if this resonates with you, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks a lot for joining me. All right, bye.